particulars, and they don't want to pick rocks as much as I did. I'm not really sure, don't know where they went awry, but that's the reality. So how do we find these folks and get them involved, get them to some good mentors, understanding where they can get financing, where they can get equipment. If you can't afford the full cost of equipment or a large amount of acreage, how do you get it? Especially in Geauga County. We're a land-strapped county now. Between development, sprawl, and the landowners that we have left, land is hard to come by. I think I saw a O'Reilly auction on Osmond Road last week or 2 weeks ago now. I think land went, what, $8,500 an acre?
Yeah, the total was $680,000.
Oh, man.
I was there as an observer because I know Dick Bannock real well.
That's a beautiful lot.
Everything there is beautiful.
Absolutely. It's scenic, it's got good drainage. And
Beautiful.
so if you're a young farmer and you don't have ties to inheriting land, hopefully I do, do you have that kind of cash? Do you have that kind of lending power at 25, 29, 30, 35 years old? Very few people do. So what happens after that? If you can't get it and another farmer can't get it, probably going to development. I see more signs in the last 3 months going up for lots for sale. And all it is scrub brush, or it's an old hayfield, or a timber lot. I mean, I like houses, but I like privacy too. Maybe I'm a land snob, but that's just my opinion.
Are farms in Geauga not, are they leaning away from being dynasty businesses? Because that's kind of how things happened in the past, and you didn't have to have 268,000. How is that impacted?
Good question of how are you passing on the farms? Unfortunately, a lot of people are having children. Well, that's not the unfortunate part. The unfortunate part of having children is not all of them want to do the same thing. I'll give you a great example. The farmhouse I moved out of, there was some legal constraint. None of the grandkids wanted the house or the property, and I was not fiscally able to, at the time, completely rehab the house to get a new septic, which is another legal issue, which is just wonderful. A new septic, completely redrain the property by myself. I was the only grandchild out of 9 great uncles and about 17 grandkids from across the state. And I was not in a position to do that. And my fiance was really not in a position to want that either. She's a city gal, so she needs some converting, so it's going to take a little time. Unfortunately, people just don't want to farm. It is tough. It's relentless. Markets are volatile. Geauga is one of my 5 counties, and again, because I'm born and bred here, I'm biased to it. I've admitted it since day one to every volunteer I work with and my county boards. Geauga has been for a long time kind of in its own little bubble.